Hi guys, as we all know that the monsoon session for the parliament is going to start from the 18th of July and will continue till the 12th of August. This monsoon session of parliament is scheduled to be held between 18th of July and there will be a total of 18 sittings. Currently, there are 35 bills that are pending in the parliament. 8 of these bills have been listed for consideration and passage during this session, and 24 new bills have been listed for introduction, consideration, and their passage. So we'll divide them into further short titles. First one is Law, Security, and Strategic Affairs. The first bill, that is the Anti-Maritime Piracy Bill 2019. The objective of this bill is to bring into law the UN Convention on the Law of Sea, enables Indian authorities to act against piracy in high seas and make acts of piracy punishable with life imprisonment or death. This bill has been introduced to the Lok Sabha on 9th of December 2019, and it is currently with the standing committee which has presented its report on the 11th of February 2021. The second bill is the Indian Antarctic Bill of 2022. The key objective of this bill is that it gives effect to the Antarctic Treaty, the Protocol on Environmental Protection to the Antarctic Treaty, and the Convention on the Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources. This bill has been introduced to the to the Lok Sabha on the 1st of April 2022, and it has not been referred yet to any committee or standing committee. The third bill is the Weapon of Mass Destruction and Their Delivery System Prohibition of Unlawful Activities Amendment Bill 2022. The key objective of this bill is to bar financing of prohibited activities related to weapons of mass destruction and their delivery system. This bill has been introduced on 5th of April 2022 in the Lok Sabha and passed by the Lok Sabha on 6th of April 2022. The second section, that is social justice. The first bill for this is the Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Amendment Bill 2019. The key objective of this bill is it expands the definition of children, relatives, and parents and removes the upper limit on the maintenance amount payable to parents. This bill had been introduced in the Lok Sabha on 11th of December 2019, and the Standing Committee has passed its report and presented the bill on 29th January 2021. The second bill under social justice is the Constitution Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Order Second Amendment Bill 2022. It revises the list of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes of Uttar Pradesh. This bill has been introduced or is to be introduced has been introduced on 28th of March 2022 in the Lok Sabha and passed by the Lok Sabha on the 1st of April itself. The third category is the sports. The National Anti-Doping Bill 2021. The key objective of this bill is to regulate anti-doping activities in sports and give statutory status to the anti-doping agency. This bill has been introduced in the Lok Sabha on 17th December 2021, and the standing committee presented its report on 23rd of March 2022. The fourth section is the environment and water resources. The first bill under this section is the Wildlife Protection Amendment Bill 2021. The key objective of this bill is to increase the number of species protected under the law and implement the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Flora and Fauna. This bill has been introduced in the Lok Sabha on 17th December 2021, and it has presented its reports on 21st of April 2022. The second bill is the Interstate River Water Disputes Amendment Bill 2019. It provides for a permanent tribunal with multiple benches and a dispute resolution committee for adjudication of interstate river water disputes. This bill has been introduced in Lok Sabha on 25th of July 2019 and passed by the Lok Sabha on 31st July 2019. The fifth category is Finance, Commerce and Corporate Affairs. The first bill to be introduced under this is the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2022. The key objective of this code is to amend the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 to introduce provisions on cross-border insolvency and change the corporate insolvency resolution process and liquidation process. The second bill is the Development of Enterprise and Services Hub Bill 2022. It revises the Special Economic Zones Act and frames rules accordingly. The third bill is the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Amendment Bill 2022. This bill seeks to rationalize government's role in multi-state cooperative societies, facilitate self-reliant cooperative institutions, and enables their autonomy and competitiveness, and protects depositors' members from vested interest and mismanagement of multi-state cooperative societies. The Competition Amendment Bill 2022. The key objective of this bill is to change the governing structure of the Competition Commission of India and propose an amendment to address the needs of new age markets. The Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Amendment Bill 2022. This bill seeks to simplify procedures and increase accessibility to stakeholders. The Coffee Promotion and Development Bill 2021 seeks to modernize the functioning of Coffee Board of India and promote development of the Indian coffee industry. Now comes the subject of Home Affairs, Security, Law, Strategic Affairs and Social Justice. The first bill under this category is the Cantonment Bill 2022. This bill seeks to facilitate ease of living in cantonments, make their administration more democratic and efficient, and achieve developmental activities in line with municipalities. The second bill under this category is the Old Grant Regulation Bill 2022. This aims to enhance ease of living while ensuring government rights over land given under certain Governor General's order, regulates the transfer, subdivision, and change of purpose of such lands, and delegates power for better management of such lands. The third bill is the Trafficking of Persons Protection, Care, and Rehabilitation Bill 2022. This bill seeks to prevent and combat trafficking of persons, especially women and children, provides for the care, protection, and rehabilitation of victims, create a supportive legal, economic, and social environment for victims, and provide measures to ensure prosecution of offenders. The fourth bill is the Family Courts Amendment Bill 2022. It amends the Family Court Act of 1984. The fifth under Home Affairs, this section is the Constitution Scheduled Tribes Order Amendment Bill 2022. The key objective of this bill is to revise the list of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes of Chhattisgarh. The Constitution Scheduled Tribes Order Amendment Bill 2022. The key objective of this bill is to revise the list of scheduled tribes in Tamil Nadu. Now comes the section of Consumer Affairs. The bill under this is proposed the Warehousing Development and Regulation Amendment Bill 2022. It provides for strengthening the warehousing development and regulatory authority storage of farmers' produce in scientific warehouse godowns and seeks to encourage scientific warehousing ecosystem in the country. The another category is the Information and Broadcasting. The Press and Registration of Periodicals Bill 2022. It seeks to replace the Press and Registration of Books Act 1967, decriminalize provisions in this act, and simplify procedures for small and medium publishers, and also seeks to uphold the value of freedom of press. The other category is Environment, Energy, and Mining. The first bill under this section is the Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022. It seeks to provide a regulatory measure framework for trading in India, encourage the use of renewable energy, and effectively implement the Energy Conservation Act of 2001. The Forest Conservation Amendment Bill 2022. It seeks to amend the Forest Conservation Act of 1980 to clarify the applicability of the act across different types of land and streamline the approval process according to the act. The Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act Bill 2022. This act amends the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act of 1957 to bring in policy reforms and improve ease of doing business. The other section is the Health and Education. The National Dental Commission Bill 2022. This act repeals the Dentist Act of 1948 and sets up a National Dental Commission. The National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill 2022. It repeals the Indian Nursing Council Act of 1947 and sets up a Nursery and Midwifery Commission. The Indian Institute of Management Amendment Bill 2022. It provides for the inclusion of NITIE Mumbai in the IIM Act of 2017 and rename it to IIM Mumbai. The Central Universities Amendment Bill 2022. It converts the National Rail Transportation Institute into a Gati Shakti Vidyalaya. The National Central Universities Amendment Bill 2022 establishes this is the next bill which has the key objective of establishing a central tribal university in Telangana. The last is the cultural section, in which there are two bills. The first one is the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Amendment Act 2022. The objective of this act is to rationalize the prohibited areas under this act. The last bill to be introduced under this culture, and the last bill to be introduced in the parliament for the monsoon session, is the Kalakar Kshetra Foundation Amendment Bill 2022. This bill tries to amend the Kala Kshetra Foundation Act 1993 to empower the foundation to award certificate, diplomas, graduate, postgraduate, and doctoral degrees, and conduct research in dance, theatre, music, and the form of arts. Thank you guys. This was all the bills that are to be introduced, that have been introduced, and further they'll be placed in the in various either the Raj Sabha or Lok Sabha for passing or becoming a law. Thank you guys. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel for more updates.